fighting a straight dog in Manny Pacquiao, who's at 40 years old.
He got a lot left in the tank. Now that I don't know if that's a year, 2 years, 2 fights, 4 fights. I don't know.
A lot of people underestimate Manny because of his age. I know a lot of fighters have said that they're gonna end up Manny Pacquiao's career, and once they feel that intensity, everything changes.
Keith, he'll want to prove a point, and I think he can make it hard for Manny. I think Manny's speed will throw him off.
I'm sure he's still going to have a ton of endurance. He trains like a beast, but I think speed will be the biggest factor for him.
I was ringside calling the Matisse fight, and Matisse is a real puncher. There was nothing that I saw in Manny that night where he was gun shy or afraid of the power. There was no fear in him, and I think that's dangerous for Manny, but also makes him so dangerous. I would love to see him win that fight.
I think Manny Pacquiao outpoints Keith Thurman.
But it just depends what Manny Pacquiao shows up, and that's why again he's exciting. That's why everyone watches these fights. He's coming to the end of his career or whatever. Extremely dangerous.
I think that Thurman can Marquez Pacquiao. Remember that he hit Sean Porter with? Oh, I don't think I'm ready to see him get knocked out again, man. I'm not saying he will, but this is a dangerous 50-50 fight.
Because boxing is not hits. Remember, one punch change life. Sometimes change life.
Thurman, come on, it's Manny Pacquiao. He got knocked out cold, facing the floor.
I'm gonna make you a believer.
And things have changed a little bit. I still have Thurman as the favorite, but Manny Pacquiao can beat him. Manny Pacquiao is not your regular 40-year-old. He is special.
He's been able to keep going strong and box at the same level. Maybe he's not the force he was a few years, but he's still good enough to get away with it.
What did you think about his last fight against Artorias Boxing?
That's why I picked him.
Honestly, I didn't watch the last fight.
You didn't watch the last fight?
He's good at getting away from punches. He's good defensively. He's really slippery on the inside, but I am leaning a little towards Pacquiao. I think it'll be competitive.
I want to know if Thurman will be able to take Manny's power punches to his body.
See Thurman, maybe decisioning Pacquiao, maybe even catching him, maybe.
Really like Keith Thurman, you know, he's a Florida boy. Thurman's going to have to be cautious of both hands. This is the most dangerous fighter Pacquiao has faced since Mayweather.
You know, I hope he go out there, do his thing, take care of Pacquiao.
I got Thurman. I think Thurman should beat him.
The level that he's fighting at, I mean, the fact that he's about to fight a guy who's an undefeated, prime world champion in that world champion's backyard, on that world champion's network.
Thurman is strong and hungry, and he can box. He can also move around. You know, he's not just...
I think maybe Pacquiao's coming to the end now. I think this might be his last.
I'm going with a guy who I think is too young, too big, too athletic, too physical for Manny Pacquiao at this point in his career. I think there's a chance he could stop Pacquiao.
Thurman will beat Pacquiao. He's too big. He is old. No. He won't look like that against Keith Thurman. He won't. 40 years old, you know. I can honestly tell you right now, man, as bad as it sounds.
Pacquiao, decision or knockout?
I think Pacquiao could win. But, you know, I think Keith might edge it out, but he's a legend. So I mean, he's not gonna win. You can't give him a chance. If I put my money on it, I'll go with Thurman.
When Manny Pacquiao catches up, Floyd Mayweather wraps up. Floyd Mayweather has some of the best footwork you'll ever see. Manny Pacquiao caught up to him, meaning that Keith Thurman, he can't run forever. Manny Pacquiao gonna catch up to him. Keith Thurman, he doesn't hold.
Thurman gonna beat the shit out of Pacquiao.
Manny's gonna pull this out.
No, man. I think Keith's gonna. It's just the youth gonna come in. Manny gonna get old. That gonna get your ass whooped. Then gonna dust the shit out of Manny. So I think Thurman's gonna win.
Stay off the weed.
Tell me the last time Pacquiao fought and beat a elite level, fully grown welterweight. I favor Thurman to win a decision against Manny Pacquiao in a fight that doesn't quite live up to the expectation.
Absolutely. There are people, he could be fighting Godzilla, and they will bet on Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. And that's going to be close enough for some of the Pacquiao nut jobs out there to say he was robbed and start making all these videos, selectively editing the punching and all that to make it look like Pacquiao got robbed.
It's a lie. They lied. Keith Thurman put Manny Pacquiao in retirement. So you don't want to go out like that, right, Manny?
But I actually see the fight ending, unfortunately, a KO
and with the trouble starting from a counter right hand from Thurman.
But I do think late money's going to come in on Thurman, and then I think
absolutely, I can see it happening for sure.
I think Thurman should pull it out, but I won't bet on it.
IQ, like you can't be serious, me. This is Manny Pacquiao. You talking to me about ring IQ? Really? I think Thurman is underestimating Manny.
That guy throws so many punches, and I was like, you will hear like somebody was shooting bullets at you, like whoosh, you will hear. Okay, that's the high intensity.
He's gonna overwhelm Thurman.
It's starting to see that, Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao. I think he's the favorite to win this fight for a reason.
Father age is undefeated. Yo en ciertos momentos de la pelea sentía que se estaba alimentando de golpes y es por eso que le ponía muchísimas ganas. En la primera pelea terminó conmigo pegándome al cuerpo. Father time is undefeated.
I would hate to see him go out and get demolished. And keep, the only 8 division world champion in the history of the sport.
Sí, estoy sorprendido que siga. A la misma vez no, porque es un peleador que siempre está activo, entrenando, en forma.
But the fact that this fight is actually happening is the best part about it.
A final de la pelea o ganar la decisión, Pacquiao.
Bueno, yo creo que Manny Pacquiao por decisión. I like Thurman all the way.
Funny thing about that word prediction, I hate it. Manny wins a late decision.
He's quick on his feet. He has good footwork. Yeah, I think Pacquiao has the advantage there, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight. Yeah. Just I like both styles, just whoa. Different question.
Yo creo que lo puede noquear allá por el 9-10, pero va a la distancia.
Pacquiao's gonna win that fight. He might even stop Keith. I think he's gonna get Thurman problems just with that in and out. You know what I'm saying? And look, Pacquiao goes to the body, bro.
Manny Pacquiao, he's one of my favorites, so Pacquiao all the way. I mean, he can hit you from anywhere he goes. Angles that he's creating geometry, which is impossible.
For him to punch on those angles is something that the repetition is like, it's unmatched for him. He knows where that guy should be.
I'm gonna go with Pacquiao. I'm going Pacquiao too.
Manny Pacquiao. Because I've watched him fight before and I'm a big fan.
110%.
Pacquiao and Thurman, who you got?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating, but like the opening rounds when Manny fought Adrian Broner in January, he looked old to me.
Let's be real, the biggest fight of the weekend by far. Thurman's my boy. I'm a little nervous. When is Father Time going to touch Manny Pacquiao on the shoulder? Because he can't go punch for punch with Keith Thurman. There's no way he's going to do that.
And get as much of this action as possible.
Yeah, still is good. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. It's very interesting, just for me, like a boxing fan. Just thank you guys. It's a big surprise and big gift for me.
Good fight, yeah.
It's a good fight.
Look at Manny. Look what he's doing, man. Beat Timothy Bradley, Jesse Vargas, the Jeff Horn loss, controversial, Matisse, Adrian Broner. Now he's fighting Keith Thurman.
5-6 punch combinations, and it's not the same combination over and over. It's just different punches.
Look him. He looks good. Yeah, he looks good. You look good. If you think this is easy business, please try. Go into ring.
I'm gonna ride with Keith though, because everybody hates on him.
That's a good fight.
Everybody
that one could go either way.
He fights anybody as he's doing. He's come to the end. He's been knocked cleanly out, unconscious. That's it. And he's reinvented himself. He's not. He's still there. Miguel Cotto, when Miguel Cotto was in his prime, and he battered him. He absolutely destroyed him.
I like Pacquiao. I mean, he should be, if you think about it, he should be the hardest puncher that Manny Pacquiao's ever faced.
I know I've trained hard as an athlete, but I have not been the best Keith Thurman that I can be.
Nobody knows Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman as well as you do.
I still feel like this is going to be Manny Pacquiao's fight. Our sparring sessions were extremely competitive, I believe Manny's just always going to be Manny. Even Manny does things in his country for his people, and he's a congressman and all that kind of stuff. Be who he is outside of the ring, but also in the ring. The ring IQ is still there, which gets him by. It's going to always get him by. I think that's on his side as well.
40 years old, 40 years young. How does he do it?
He's blessed. He's a freak athlete. You won't see Tyson ever again. You won't see Ali ever again. You won't see him ever again. They're historical people.
Keith Thurman, he's a brilliant fighter. He's quick, he's his ring IQ. I mean, same thing. Your face.
It's good he has delusions of grandeur, so it's fine.
Me as a Pacquiao fan, and I'm thrilled to watch this.
If he beats Keith Thurman at the age of 40, Manny Pacquiao is greater than Muhammad Ali.
I'm gonna have to go with my man Keith Thurman. I love Manny, but let's go Keith Thurman, baby. Let's go, baby. Bomb Squad!
Keith Thurman is, he's undefeated, man. They don't normally shock the world when they're 40.
I'm going 50-50. I'm going with the odds. I'm trying to make money, man.
But my heart keeps telling me that Pac-Man's gonna win the decision.
Pacquiao presiona y hace lo debido y Thurman no ajusta, lo pudiera terminar allá por el 9º décimo.
His defense, first of all, how he uses his feet to leap in and out. See that? Always staying outside the range, making guys miss. This comes from experience. Then when guys least expect it, he comes in. And look at this beautiful head movement. He made Broner miss 3 times. Look at Broner staring him down saying, you're not supposed to be doing this. But do pay attention to how Pacquiao puts his weight on the back foot and then leaps back. You see that? In and out, in and out.
How hard does he punch? How fast is he? You see it on film, but it's different when you're in there actually. They were like bullets. Literally, everything is just stiff, sharp punches, fast, quick feet. And like when he would miss, I would hear like a snap, like,
If he wanted to get a quick check, he could come out with Wham Bam Packs the Man Part 3. If he just wanted the money, he could just get the money another way outside of putting his life on the line and the condition of his brain on the line.
Dejamos de pelear hasta que ya no podemos pelear. Es un tema complicado, pero imagina tú que toda su vida ha hecho esto nada más y que ya no le digan que ya no sirve para ello. Es complicado, es difícil, pero el boxeo es el boxeo y dejarlo es difícil.
Okay, so let me tell you why he's taking on Keith Thurman. Fighters are born and not made. You don't get why Holyfield kept fighting. You don't get why Muhammad Ali fought Trevor Berbick. Okay, you don't get why Sugar Ray Leonard fought Hector Camacho. You don't understand it. You cannot go the rest of your life with people not screaming your name. It's kind of like a drug. These guys got to be shown the door. They can't get away from it. They can't run from who they are. They are fighters. That's why he's taking on Keith Thurman. Fighting a Broner isn't enough. It wasn't a big enough challenge. Pacquiao wasn't happy. I think Manny Pacquiao was just too old. But you can't tell Manny that. You can't tell him that. Mouthpiece out. I know that happened against Marquez, but he beat Marquez too many times, and he's like, he can write that off. Oh man, I was caught. I was just caught coming in. That's all right. I won't get caught next time. It was a one-hitter quitter. I beat him 3 times before. He caught me once. He timed me. That wasn't enough to convince him to stop.
I'm gonna have to go with Pac-Man because he's the older, experienced guy.
I have Keith Thurman winning the fight. I think he's more youthful.
I'm picking Keith Thurman to win by majority decision. Pacquiao's gonna win.
I gotta go with Thurman.
Pacquiao's gonna win. His speed, his aggressiveness.
Thurman is gonna win because he's younger.
Manny Pacquiao, he's just a legend in the sport.
Draw.
I like Pacquiao porque Pacquiao is very tough.
I like Keith Thurman.
Manny Pacquiao. Me.
I pick Manny.
Sean beats both.
I'll beat them both.
I'm like, all right, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
Decision.
All right.
It's hard to get ready for Pacquiao because you can't find partners that fight like Pacquiao. And 8 people around hitting them at the same time. Keith Thurman is young, strong, a solid watchway. So it's not going to be easy for Pacquiao.
I like Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to give Keith Thurman a lot of problems. I don't think he's going to be able to handle the punches and bunches.
Prediction.
Yeah, mother.
Hey.
Manny Pacquiao gets it in the 8th round, TKO.
Manny Pacquiao by decision.
But I have a decision. Who are the judges? Have they announced it?
That's CJ Ross, Adeline Burr.
Are you a little bit scared or?
Thurman. I pick Manny to win, and I pick Manny to stop him if he goes to the body. And I think that Manny Pacquiao is going to shock the world once again. I think by the 8th, 9th round, he may stop Keith Thurman.
So I'm gonna rock my boy Keith.
Manny Pacquiao by decision.
Wow. Tremendous fight. I gotta say Manny's gonna win that fight.
It's a draw.
We'll go with Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, man.
If anything, I would like Pacquiao to take that belt away from him.
Manny Pacquiao, but I really don't know.
I'm gonna pick Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, duh. Manny's faster, he's stronger, and yeah, he is older, but he has experience. And he still has his speed, his output. And Keith runtime, Thurman is not beating Manny Pacquiao. And if you think so, if you follow me, unfollow me, fight about it, I'ma block you.
Manny Pacquiao could look old overnight, but I hear he's training like a beast. For me, I'm taking Thurman. Legendary, baby.
For him to punch on those angles is something that the repetition unmatched for him.
Both guys hit hard.
That was then, now is now. Keith Thurman is a big-time fighter. Keith Thurman is the kind of fighter who lives for these kind of moments.
Keith is kind of wide open. As the man beats him, he's just too much of a sharpshooter.
He's 40 years old, but fighting smarter and more intelligent and training.
Pacquiao, because he's a man.
You know, Manny's just a great finisher, so I think Manny could do that.
In my head and my brain, I want to go with Thurman, the younger, fresher guy. But my heart, I've covered Manny's career, for many, many years. I do still feel like he's got the goods.
And Robert, which weight class are you in?
160 in Masters division. Okay. Manny's much faster, much quicker, has that knowledge.
As he's working offense, he's working defense at the same times, and it flows consistently. It's like being one move ahead in chess.
Don't disrespect Manny Pacquiao. He is a very scary fighter, even at the age of 40. It's the real deal, and he's going to come after you. Pacquiao's going to win on points. In the 9th or 10th round, it says, you know what? I don't need this anymore. Don't be surprised if Pacquiao stops him.
I think Thurman's a good fight for Manny. I think Thurman has a bit of an advantage. He also brings a good skill set.
I don't see him beating Keith Thurman. I really don't, bro. I just... Pacquiao Thurman.
My dad.
It's a good answer.
I really want to know.
I'll stick with Thurman. I'll stick with Thurman. My feeling, I want Pacquiao to win. My knowledge in boxing is going to be a very, very, very hard fight.
Right now, he's just a good ring general. He just has this incredible experience. He's got like 25 years experience at the highest level. Like 10 years younger, I think he can nail Manny with some power. But he's open. I mean, he's a vulnerable dude. I think he can hurt Manny.
I learned more into Pacquiao.
Okay, who do you got?
Pacquiao.
Okay.
I think Pacquiao. Close.
I don't know.
Special. There's 3 or 4 special ones in our era right now, in Floyd, Manny, Canelo, GGG. I think that this group is going to be remembered as a special group.
That's like saying, listen, I'm as good as my last marriage. Okay, all right? You're as good as you want to be that night.
I think Manny Pacquiao deserves it now. I think that he's going to take it.
It's always a great honor to have him here. You know, Manny's a great champion, a great worker. He works really hard for his energy that he has in the ring and out of the ring.
Former Manny Pacquiao sparring partner Kevin Hoskins.
Very intense, not only in the gym, but outside of the gym too, as far as running mountains and everything else. Him being in shape, you can't contest it.
I think Thurman is going to benefit, and I don't think Pacquiao would have much of a chance.
If we're Silver Barbera and we'd be fighting Crawford right now, and all that other shit would go out the window. Come on, let's face it. He's a promoter, and that's one of the greatest fights in the world.
The guy punches like a freaking middleweight. He really does punch hard.
Thurman may be a bigger, stronger guy.
Yeah.
He might come forward, and I hope that happens, because once he gets hit by Manny, then that'll turn it around. One time is worse than all time, and all time is going all the way. He's going to devastate him, and until you get in there against Pacquiao, and you don't realize how fast he really is.
And the home of the brave. Oh, the land of the free. And the home of the brave.
appreciated us here in my house, so welcome. Thank you.
El congressman, ¿no? El congressman ahora. ¿Quieres ser senador?
Thurman has the possibility to maybe walk into the ring about 160 pounds.
I'm not worried about that. He just underestimating me because I'm not. I'm a small guy. I'm sure he's gonna underestimate me. When we get to the ring, I'm sure he will surprise. I'm going to teach him.
¿Qué es más difícil, la política o el boxeo?
Both. Politics is people will hug you, but while hugging you is stabbing you at the back. I'm kind of a fighter that I want to do it more. I believe that I can do more.
¿En qué momento, en qué pelea estuviste a punto de decir, hoy no puedo?
Our third fight. Because I was sick. I have my favorite is my favorite is the 40. I almost not to go up to the ring because I'm chilly. I like cold. And then when I jump, like my head is like that fight will last like 5, 6 rounds, 7 rounds, and I'm gone.
Y cuando se aventó, me aventé al tú a tú. No tenía esperanzas de llegar después del sexto. Me hubiera derrumbado.
Same thing with me.
Lo mismo él. Los dos pensaban lo mismo esa noche.
Don't you think that Thurman looks kind of like Jesus Christ?
Yes, I did say that to
Maybe
Pucho.
that gets to Pacquiao's head. He's should have straightened out his hair on the way in and wore like a robe and some sandals. And then on the stare down, maybe that he would have got to Thurman's head. I ain't gonna beat up on Jesus Christ.
It's less than a week till the Thurman fight. Former 8th Division World Champ fires it up on his last sparring day, showing doctors he is in mint condition.
Manny Pacquiao wasted no time in putting in extra hours of work.
Chasing Manny Pacquiao.
Give it up, Manny! Throw Manny! Good job, Manny!
Let's get it, baby! Yeah, I like that! Let's go, Manny! Let's get it! Let's go, baby! Yeah, baby! I love that sweat! Yes, look at them calves! You see that? You see them calves? You see them? Get them! Tiptoe, tiptoe! Get it, Packy! Get it! Ooh, look at them calves! Do y'all see that? Yeah!
Thank you.
All right. All about you.
Ready. 1, 2.
Yesterday, Manny was yelling when he was doing mitts, then you started yelling.
He's so strong, man. He's not 40 years old. He's only 29 years old.
I want to push. I want to push. We're good, we're good.
Very fast, you have very good food, and when you go 100%, it's difficult. It was just an amazing camp. It was an honor to be here. You know, I'm happy to experience it with them.
A little more than 50 hours away by now.
Oh my God.
It's time countdown, then it'll be 48 hours.
Stamina, his speed, his power. You better be ready, because he's more than ready.
Happy birthday to
This will be one of the longest training camps that the Pac-Man has had in Los Angeles since his May 2015 fight against Floyd Mayweather.
Outstanding. I think he has more speed than ever. I mean, he showed me he's a young 40-year-old. He's addicted to the sport.
Thurman's young, kind of dumb. You're talking about a man with experience and got a lot of power and fast.
We're ahead of schedule, like way ahead. We have to make him eat to make weight. He is 110% ready. Tuesday, mitts running. Wednesday, mitts running. Thursday, Friday's weighing.
I'm going as long as the run.
You get 5 hours of just praise songs for God and Jesus, and he relaxes after.
That was badass. My son, yeah, he's strong. He has a strong play.
Oh, you don't need to do this. You don't have the motivation like your father did before. I was able to win. I was really hard.
I don't want him to bounce. Almost every day, all the time, I can catch him in his room watching my fight.
Freddie said when you came into his gym, you showed him the fights of you getting knocked out.
We already advised him boxing is so difficult, hard.
So, alam ko, pinayagan mo na siya. He's had how many fights? 2 or 3 fights na. Are you gonna continue to support his dream? He wants to be a part of the Philippine team daw sa SEA Games.
Gusto niya. Sabi niya, breaking ko yung record ni Daddy. Kasi si Daddy hindi naka-Olympics. Hindi naka...
Okay, so we can expect to have another Pacquiao in the boxing scene in the years to come, no?
Family first before other things.
said, just always focus on stamina because it's like, you know, it's like a good base. It's always the most important thing. Yeah. You know, it's fun. And now I know how it feels like to, you know, to train, go through like an entire training camp. If I get a chance to represent the Philippines in those amateur tournaments, like in other countries,
You would like that, all right?
Yeah,
Cool, that's
that'd be
cool.
good. Later? Oh, I like Loma, Teofimo, Lopez.
Be a year and a half. That's the longest. And they say the longer, the harder it is to forget.